Hey folks, this is IOEther, and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. As you can tell, this is a game on Redshire. It's an encounter battle, tier 6, and we have a 50-50 chance of winning this game. Now, I'm not platooned up with any teammates or anything. It's just me going into a random battle. I was trying to grind out some of my ×2s. And well, I was on my PZ-34. This is not my most favorite of tanks. I have a love-hate relationship with this tank. I love the gun. I love the fast firing, decent pen, high damage per second that this gun can create. I really have an issue when it comes to the everything else about this tank. It's not very well armored. It gets I'll never say it's bad matchmaking. When it's in a pure tier 5 battle, it's actually not half bad. But this tank just accelerates when it's never being shot at. Its armor isn't good for a tier 5. It would be okay on a tier 4. And just it obviously would never be in a tier 3 battle. So this is a tier 6 battle. We have 4 scouts on each team. Okay, 3 scouts on ours and 4 on theirs. The Crusader, even though it's considered a light tank, should never be considered a scout tank. So once again, this is an encounter on Redshire. Now, my original decision was to go up here, and then I realized, oh, look at that lag. That lag is a artifact of the replay, and I'm sorry for it. Because of the fact that none of the rest of my team were going to push up that hill, or not many of them, I wasn't going to risk going up that hill. I am one of the best players on my team, and I'm not paying attention, as you will see in a sec. So yeah, I just ramped off that because I didn't realize it was a cliff. Yeah. Anyways, I can't get a bead on that M8A1. You may see me mouse over a target. Wow, this lag's pretty bad. Oh well, can't do anything about it. You may see me mouse over a target, and that's to see if I can get the red outline, which will tell me whether or not I can actually shoot at a target. I believe this Traxate that one. Depressing. But I do get the final hit on him, so I'm okay with that. Now right here I can't hit a whole lot of things, so I'm just going to move forward. Except I got shot by something. Now, I assume that was a lucky shot that was probably aimed for the M8A1 and missed. Or somebody might have actually had eyes on me, but they would have to have been pre-aimed on that bridge. And I just wandered into their line of fire. So, game hasn't really started yet. I'm already at half health. And somebody else is shooting at me. Lovely. So now I can see the M6. Except I can't shoot him. Now this Hellcat is going to be a problem for me later. And that VK is the best player on their team. He survives for a lot longer than I would have liked him to. But that's because of his health and the fact that he is really good at angling his armor. So the VK is dead. But still no one can take out this VK. Sorry, the Hellcat's dead, but no one can take out the VK. So just switch targets. It's not worth trying to continue to put shots into a target I can't pen. Right now, it kind of felt like Christmas because there was so many targets that I couldn't help but hit something.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So you can tell if you look over to the left of the screen that I did in fact hit that Covenanter with my first shot. Or I probably did anyway. I do take him out. And I find an enemy Panzer 3-4. And we're just going to start putting shots into him. For some reason, I thought for a sec he was below the ridgeline instead of above it. And so that was me trying to hit his turret with one shot for some strange reason. Now we're winning, but they're mostly dug in on that ridgeline across from us. And we're not going to get them out just by shooting at them. So I decided to do something a little bit less smart in a second.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Get a lucky shot through the side of that VK
Bounced off.
before he disappears back into cover.
Penetration.
Okay, well, I mean, if 3-4 is going to give us this front armor and side of his turret, why not?
Enemy armor is hit.
His front armor isn't that good, and it wasn't angled all that well.
Got him.
M6. And this A20 just presents this rear armor to us. I mean, really, why wouldn't you shoot at? That was a horrible shot by me. I twitched the aiming circle just before I fired. Threw my own shot off. Okay, this is where I do something a little bit crazy. So as long as they have that ridge secured, we're never gonna be able to just pull them in, pick them off. They're always just gonna have, you know, the ability to fire on us in return. So I jump into cover here. Oops. Man, that lag. Hoping to be camo from the VK that I know is in front of me and just pull their team down on me. Now, I did this with the intention of my team annihilating them while they're out of cover. But apparently my team decided to go all insane and follow me. Why they followed me, I don't know. This was not a smart move for survival. Oh. More lag. I did get a shot off at the VK. It did bounce. Didn't do a whole lot of anything. Now this SU, I don't know what that SU-85 was thinking, but I was just, you know, I wasn't going to let him just sit there. And this SU-100, he was tricky. And I can't really move out of cover, but I do want to get shots into his side. Oh, and then I notice the M8 is coming up on me. And if I can get a sneaky shot into that SU, I will. But then I need to focus on this M8. And he misses his only shot at me. And I make sure he doesn't get a second one. There we go. I only just noticed I'm at 6 kills. And that VK dies trying to charge me. Okay, well, it's all good. Now the cap's at 83. And this A20 is going to try something stupid in a second. Oh no, I guess he just gets picked off where he is. It doesn't really matter. I don't know what he was thinking. But if he stayed back and like held down, he probably could have survived that battle. This is what's left of our team. I'll zoom out so we don't. Oh, still get trapped in a house. Lovely. As you see, no one who made this charge down with me survived, except for this VK3601. But that's, I believe, because he came in from over here through the buildings. No one who came down from this hill with me survived. And that just kind of goes to show you, don't charge the cap from that hill unless you're very fast and very lucky. Because I was the first one out, they weren't expecting it. I made it all the way down. The VK was also a great player. You see, he got 5 kills. So that tells you a lot about him. He either got a lot of kill steals or he's actually a good player. The fact that he's fired all the way to cap means he's probably a good player. Yeah, don't charge that cap from that hill unless you're either the first and you're really fast or you're really lucky. Otherwise, you just end up getting shot all the way down, and like these guys, you just end up as body parts in the cap. Now, let's go over to the stats. So here you can see my stats. You can see that it was my ace tanker badge in the Panzer III-4. I also got, I believe that's a sharpshooter award, though I can't remember. I did get the Top Gun and the Invader, as I was the only one in the cap for most of the time. You can see just how many shots I took. Most of these kills felt like one shots. I didn't feel myself killing a whole lot of people. I guess that was probably because of the fact that most of them were spaced out. I didn't realize how many kills I actually had until I was in the cap and had time to kind of look around and realize, hey, look, I had 6 kills. Now, I spotted a whole bunch of damage on a whole bunch of people, and that's because I was the first one down into that cap. I was the closest to most of those tanks, so I was getting a whole bunch of spawning damage off on that. You can see I was the top of the board for damage. The VK took a couple more kill steals than I did, though he probably walked away with sniper or steel wall. I'd say steel wall, as the Panzer IV-S also got an award, so it was probably the sniper. You can see that the top player on the enemy team was that VK that we were kind of fighting with the entire game. And he actually did more damage than I did, and only walked away with 2 kills. He was quite a good player. I definitely am very glad that I had my entire team to back me up when he charged. It wasn't just me, because then I would have been dead. Also, hats off to our Artie, another good player who managed to land a couple of great shots, and the fact that he is in the top third of our team in experience actually means quite a bit. So thank you very much to that, Artie. And lastly, you can see how many shots I fired. I fired 36 shots. It didn't feel like that when it was actually in the game. It felt like a whole lot less. That's just due to the rapid fire nature of this gun. You can literally just put shots downfield faster than you can really think about how many times you're shooting or what your output is. Now, with 23 direct hits, 20 were penetrations. So that tells you that most of the time what I was shooting at, I penetrated. Now, I believe those 3 dings were off of the VK. Everything else I shot, I penned. If I hit it. Oh, no, wait. There was one off the lead that only did track damage. I don't believe that counts. So I did just take the 1 hit, which means that the other hit was probably from artillery fire, which is why it felt, that's that first hit I took. It was the artillery was aiming at the M8A1, and I wandered into the shot. I took all the damage that I potentially could have, and I got a half decent amount of spine damage off as well. So between the damage I did, the spine damage, and the fact that I capped most of the base, this was an amazing game. It was still only, 1,400 experience though. And that's with premium, and then times 2 was on top of that. Walked away with $3,000 in experience to this battle. That is all for now. Please, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button. It does help me out quite a bit. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, guys. IO Ether out.